Hello everyone, this is Somaranjan Naik and I welcome you to channel The Mango Researcher. So today we are very happy to announce that we have Tanmay Das from IIT Bhilai, and he has been very kind to accept our request to come over here and give you a brief detail regarding the overall experience that a PhD student has at IIT Bhilai. So Tanmay, welcome to the program. Tanmay himself is a YouTuber, Curiosity Sparks, where he gives lots of interesting content regarding the overall research experience that he has. So you can always go to his channel and learn about the great things that he is working on. So Tanmay, if you could, we'll start with the interview process. So like, if you could give us a brief history regarding your education and why did you choose IIT Bhilai?
So I have done my MSc from Sambalpur University, which is in Odisha. So then I have applied actually during my MSc. I had qualified both JEST and GATE. Both two national level exam I have qualified. But JEST rank was good, but GATE rank was not that good. That's why based on JEST I have applied most of the research institute. So only IIT Bhilai and IIT Madras, these two in IIT I have applied. So IIT Madras I was not qualified, but in IIT Bhilai last time I had qualified. So at the time I have joined in IIT Bhilai.
Tanmay, the next thing that I'd like to ask is that if someone is interested for PhD at IIT Bhilai, then what is the overall selection procedure, written or interview round, how the overall experience is?
So previously when we joined in IIT Bhilai, at that time there was only interview process. So you have an interview process. When you go through the interview, and if you qualify interview, then directly you will be able to join. But currently there will be both written exam. First, based on the written exam, they will shortlist some people. Then after shortlisting, they will do again interview. Then you will be selected. So there is a two-phase process.
So it's a two-phase process. Okay. So is it uniform across all the departments?
Almost all the departments do that. They do the same. Exception are always there in one or two departments. They do differently. First, most of the department they do in this way.
Okay. Thank you. So before going to the next question, I would like to add one thing that Tanmay has prepared a set of collage for us about how beautiful IIT Bhilai is. So you can first look into that video, the short video that he's prepared for you. After that, we can go for the next question. So friends, for the next 2 minutes, I'll be giving you a brief detail regarding one of the programs brought in by the sponsors of today, that is Unacademy. Beyond that, you can carry on with the experience shared by Tanmay regarding PhD at IIT Bhilai. So the program brought in by Unacademy is called Unacademy Combat. It's India's biggest weekly scholarship test for IITG aspirants. Scholarship worth 4 crore is waiting for you. You can take it live from Android, and every Sunday at 11 PM the IITG Combat can be taken up. Remember, to unlock a discount of 10%, you should use the code MR123. You can also enroll using the QR code given in the left hand side. Rank 1 to 3 will be given IIT JEE plus subscription. Rank 4 to 10 will be given 75% scholarship. 11 to 50, 50% scholarship. At 51 to 150, that is 25% scholarship. Some of the unique features of this weekly scholarship test include live leaderboard ranking. 60 minutes you have to answer 21 questions. Scholarship worth 4 crore, as I've already said. And separate contest for different class students, like class 11, 12 and dropper batch have got different contests. So you can see a detailed video solution after every combat. So this is the syllabus for students moving into class 11, those who will be taking up the IIT JEE test at 2023. Then you have syllabus for physics, chemistry, mathematics for students going to class 12. And last but not the least, for the dropout batch, you can see the syllabus given in front of you for physics, chemistry and mathematics. I'll be giving you the link of this test in the description below. You can go ahead and enroll yourself there, or you can ask some of your friends who are interested for IIT JEE, or siblings, or anyone who is seeking your suggestion. You can always give them this link so that they enter into the real world challenges that one may experience when one goes for IIT JEE exams. So these are the rewards that I have already said. So Tanmay, the next question that we have is regarding guide selection. So what is the overall guide selection procedure at IIT?
So it depends upon the availability. So when we join here, at the time we are the first PhD student. So at the time we meet with all the available faculty, and they present us their work. Then after a presentation, we talk with them, we discuss with them. After discussion, we among our PhD student, we discuss whom we want to join. Then we tell them, we send an email, we want to do work with you. Then we join there. But now it is changed a little bit because it's subject to availability. Now all faculty are not taking students. So whoever is taking student, then anyone, when we qualify PhD, then they can talk with the potential supervisor, and they can go there. So it is a pretty flexible here. There is from institution side, no one will force you to join under a certain faculty. It is up to you whom you want to join. It is only thing that faculty should be able to take you. That's the case only.
Okay. So as a PhD student, what are the major constraints that one may face when he or she goes for PhD at IIT?
Yes, we all know that it is a new IIT, so it is like we are running on a temporary campus. So here the main difficulty, if anyone is from experimental background, they seriously may face difficulty due to the instrumentation facility here, because it is extremely limited, and we know that everywhere, like due to this government process, it is extremely slow and lot of type of paperwork are there. So that is a main major constraint here anyone can face as an experimentalist. So if you are working as a theoretician, so that may be one's also problem, like you may not have a big group to collaborate with or work with. You may be working with only your guide or one or two students only. So that is one difficulty anyone can expect as a new PhD student here in new IIT.
Okay, so there is a constraint of machines that you say is there.
Yeah, instrumentation facility is the biggest issue here.
So suppose someone wants to, so is it easy to go to some other company or some other IIT or NIT to work?
Yeah, you can go, means anyone is joining here, if there is any collaboration, then in that case they can go. This problem is also available, you can experience this problem in old IITs also. The faculty is same is the problem, because everyone has a different instrumentation facility. Like if a new faculty join in an old institute also, then in that case also the same problem will be there. But here, since everyone is new faculty, so everyone is same problem.
So next is about qualifiers. Like you were telling me, there is some exam that one needs to clear. So are there qualifiers in at IIT Bhilai?
So what type of qualifier actually?
Like at the end of 1 year or 18 months, there is an exam that each student has to clear. If you don't clear, then you are thrown out of the department. Any qualifiers at IIT?
Yeah, that is there. Like after, in our case, in our IIT, that is after 6 months, there will be presentation and there will be also written exam, because our coursework is for 6 months only. But fortunately here it is pretty much liberal. Like no one will get fail in this exam. Like in our history, like already 2-3 days have already completed that. And like from our faculty side also, they told that you need not to worry about this thing. You just enjoy your work, and whatever you are doing, you try to maximize your learning. So that is the only one thing they tell us. From the very beginning also, they made us clear that you need not to worry about marks. We will give you sufficient marks. You will not face any difficulty because of this. Just to keep on learning the thing that will be useful for your PhD.
And what is the number of papers that the institute expects you before you graduate, like journal articles?
So from our department side, it is like they have mentioned that you have to publish at least 2 papers in international journal, and that is a basic requirement. But it depends upon the guide, your supervisor, how much they expect from you.
Okay.
That is
Good. And general duration of PhD that you have seen, or no one has graduated yet?
Yeah, one of our friend is he's planning to submit his paper, submit his thesis this July. So if he submit his thesis, then he will be able to complete his PhD in 3 years.
Oh, that's
So
great.
in July, so this July he is going to submit his thesis. So he has already published around 4 to 5 papers. So he will submit his thesis this July.
And do you receive stipend regularly?
Yes, stipend we do not face any problem because our institute fellowship. So we have never come across this type of issue.
What about accommodation? Like, do you have enough hostels for normal students and merit research scholars?
For merit student, we do not have any hostel facility, but institute will give you this this house rent allowance. That thing they provide. If you are a merit student, then you can. It is here in Raipur. It is pretty cheaper here. Like you can easily afford a very big 2 BHK or 3 BHK house within 5,000. So it is very cheaper here outside.
Okay, you are saying that. Okay, wait one thing.
HRA, so it's not a problem.
I forgot to ask. So where are you now presently? Like, where is the college functioning now? Is it not in Bhilai?
So no. Now it is functioning in Raipur. Permanent campus is in Bhilai.
Oh, so you haven't shifted yet?
No. We are not shifted. We are still in Raipur.
So which
So
college?
it is in a government engineering college. So now we are in Government Engineering College Raipur, GEC Raipur. So it still may take 1 or 2 years to shift to our permanent campus. That is in Bhilai.
Oh, okay. So you are presently in the campus. So how big? So have you seen that Bhilai campus ever?
No. I have not been able to go there. Some people have gone, but I have not been able to go.
So there are like physically there are buildings and everything functional or nothing?
Yes. No, it is not functional. It is under construction.
So placements and all about PhD student, I don't think there will be anything because now that
No.
okay.
Placement thing, basic science generally there is no such thing.
And something that you would like to say to students who would like to join PhD at IIT Bhilai from your side, your personal experience.
Yes, like from my experience, the only reason why I stay in IIT Bhilai is because of my supervisor. Because you can expect in new IIT because they have joined also, like my supervisor joined before 1 year of my I joined here. So they are just joined in new IIT, so they are extremely friendly and like from guide point of view, they will be really good. You will truly appreciate it.
And then any TA duty that you need to do?
Yeah, before all this COVID-19, we used to have a TA duty like according to rule, we have to provide like 8 hours per week. But when the number of students in department increased, then we give around 3-4 hours in a week. We used to do the TA duty in physics BTech lab. There we used to take Viva and all these things. We used to help students in their practical work, all these things.
Okay, Tanmay. I think for this interview we had this much questions. So I'd like to request the viewers that in case you have any other question, you can write in the comment section. I would forward those questions to Tanmay. In case he has the answers, he will be definitely available for us with the answers. And do look into his channel, Curiosity Sparks, and I hope, and you will definitely be learning a great deal of things. So Tanmay, thank you for joining.